How did you get linked up with Bruiser?
So boom. Man, I just been like, so like you from the city, like I've always just been like, I was an athlete first, like just I've always been known in the city.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've always been around.
I've always been around. So then I go to school. And I just lived the underground life. I was playing football in college at Eastern Michigan, and then I had a daughter. It was like, I'm trying to get the money. But I'm only like 30 minutes away from the city. Boom, boom, boom. So I'm back and forth from the city, living the life, living that street life. I ended up moving back to the city and linking up with my partner, and we just living in the city. And I got a homeboy who is it's an old rap group in the city called the Wolfpack, and one of his little brothers was like one of my best friends growing up. But I was always been a young hustler. I've been like fucking with older people my whole life. I've always had like a connection to a bag or something at a cheaper rate. Boom. I'm in college. I link up with mutual friends that hang with bruisers. I was all me and my homies, like we always been different cats, so we fuck with Brown. Boom. I meet Skyler.
One of the dopest people. Shout out Skyler.
Shout out
Skywalker.
I meet Skyler, and that's like, I've been thinking, like, we always talk about it, but I was like, how did I link up with Skyler? But I linked up with Skyler, and we started, like, doing business, and he started inviting me to functions. So then I told you I had a younger brother, mutual friend that was cool with somebody that knew Brown. They introduced me to him, which would be Z. So funny, I started selling Z weed, and it was selling Z weed, but it just became a friend. Like, you know how you pull up and you might serve a pack, you keep it moving, but like me and Z, like I would serve, and then I like sit there and like talk to him, like we would like kick it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we genuinely became friends, like on some just like, I'm here chilling with you, like nobody was fucking. He was like at one of the lowest points in his life, and I was just there. I just was a listening ear because I don't know. I'm a feeler person. I felt him, and I was there. And then from there, I had already knew about Brown, and then Gangsta T was his cousin. And then everything just like came, like we all started hanging out.
Yeah.
And then Brown was like, man, this motherfucker right here, he a solid cat, you feel me? So, same with Z, that's like my brother, he became my brother. And then that's how the relationships formed from there. Then, business and shit started getting busier. I'm a businessman. I handle business, so you get appointed or asked to be in certain positions. You show and prove, you get to where you at, you know what I'm saying? So that's all.
That's the story.
That's the story. And then even in between that, like, I got like at least 20 tracks.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you next when the music thing, because I wasn't even like.
No. Brown told me to rap. Brown was like, bro, you have a real story. Like, you did, like, people be making up that shit. You be talking. I really live a real life that, like, I put it on wax. It's all factual. And he's like a lot of these rappers be like trying to talk about all that shit. Like, you really live that shit. So like, and you don't even like, you're not like trying too hard, so you could be somebody who like blow. And I'm still on track. I need to produce 30 songs or whatever. Like I got a bunch of tracks. You know, I'll let you hear them at one point, but like. I'm on Z's album. I'm on Jay.
Yeah, I've heard your shit. That's a crazy that Danny told you to rap.
No, he was like, no, he pulled me aside like, bro, like rap, like. And then I was like, oh yeah, I'm around. It's like rapping for dummies. Like I'm around a bunch of A1 artists and
some of the best rappers.
The best rappers around. Literally. Like, why wouldn't I? I so game on. I listen. You feel me?
Yeah.
I picked it up from, you can hear me from when I first started to now. Like, now I can go in the studio and lay down like one trackers, like, and I got my notes. I'll show you my notes. Like, I got raps, like, but I just want to, I'm better on the business end.
Yeah.
I'm going to drop some of the tape just because I want, like, it's just like
just for fun.
Just for fun. Just because I can.
What was that first experience in the studio?
You know what I'm gonna tell you is it exhilarated me because for another point in my life I was like the less person, like I wasn't the guy. I wasn't him. Like,
yeah,
I got Brown and all these niggas in there. Like, I was the like being the person in the room that don't know it all or is trying to learn. You feel me? That was real. Like, I love being in the room learning and like being humble and learning. You feel me? And like being vulnerable.
Yeah, being a student.
Like, I'm learning as I get older. I'm a better person when I'm a student. I'm a better person when I'm a student. It's like, boom. Yeah, I never rapped in my life.
Yeah.
But I have a real story, but I learned certain shit I heard from him, certain shit I heard from JUS, certain shit Z taught me. I incorporate that shit. And then I'm blessed to travel the world with these fools, and then I'm around like real artists, like,
yeah.
And they fuck with me, and I was like, okay. Like, when I do it, I can slither through loopholes that motherfuckers is dying. I got them speed dial, like, what's up?
Just for being a good dude. Like,
yeah. I'm a solid cat, and that's what I can't make this up, bro. I just be who I am. And from here to China, motherfuckers reciprocated, and I'm loved, and I show good love, and it pans out. So, like, this, like, I'm in the music, but I want to be in the different capacities. But like when you said like the rapping shit, them niggas was like, nigga, you better do that shit. Like,
yeah,
you better. And I'm like, I just set up my motherfucking what the fuck you call that shit? Not the
DistroKid.
DistroKid, and I got a bankroll on there. Like, I didn't know about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just doing this shit because I'm with my homies. You feel me?
Yeah.
But I'm like, damn, I'm really on iTunes and all this shit. Like,
make it, yeah, and you get part of that shit for real.
I'm part of that shit. So, you know, like, I just be doing that shit. You feel me? Like, but now I got like people around me like, you gotta quantify and monetize your shit. You are an entity, and you can make something out of this shit.
Yeah. And
I'm like, okay. How I look at it, I do want to be on the back end. I do want to be on the business and handling business type shit. I don't really want to be the rapper.
But you can just do it for fun.
And that's what I was about to get to that next is like, I am going to do it.
Yeah.
Because I do want to tell my story. You know what I'm saying? And I've already, like I said, I got hella tracks. Like I got tracks for sure, and like you said, I'm on people's tracks that are on Apple, so I don't look at it like that, bro.